We are standing right at the edge of a massive shift in technology. I'm not just talking about a small change. This is a move away from the simple tools that just help us out, towards intelligent systems that can actually think, act, and even build entire businesses for us. So today, we're going to dive into this new era of the autonomous enterprise and what it really means for you, for me, for all of us.
But, before we can look at where we're going, we have to be honest about where we are right now. And the reality for most of us, if we're being real, is this feeling of being completely and totally overwhelmed. Life, work, it's all just become way too complex for any one person to handle alone.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? Nobody wakes up in the morning excited for a new app. We're not looking for more software. We're looking for less work, for more help, for a real solution to the crazy complexity we're dealing with every single day.
No, these are the thoughts that are actually running through our heads. I just don't have enough time. My business is it's too much. How am I going to support my family with all this going on? These are the fundamental human problems that we're all trying to solve.
And here is the great irony in all of this. Technology was supposed to be the answer, right? It promised to make our lives easier. But what did we get? More apps, more dashboards, more notifications pinging us all day long. And somehow, the tables got turned, and we ended up working for the software, just trying to keep up.
But now, something really is changing. The artificial intelligence we have today is not just a passive little helper anymore. It's becoming an active participant in our world. It can reason, it can communicate, and it can actually act. This is what we call the agentic shift. And this timeline just shows you how incredibly fast this is all happening. I mean, it feels like just yesterday we were talking about simple chatbots. Then we got helpful co-pilots, and now we're talking about agents that can carry out complex jobs all by themselves. We're right on the verge of entire AI factories and even intelligence that has a physical body.
But all of this new power, this explosion of intelligence, it raises a really important question. Is this automatically a good thing? Is it progress? Or are we just risking creating a whole new, even more unpredictable kind of chaos?
Because here's the thing, intelligence by itself isn't the answer. What really solves problems in the real world is coordination. And this is where individual AI agents just fall flat. Without some kind of structure, they don't have boundaries, they can't work together, and we can't trust them. And honestly, who wants a chaotic swarm of bots running their life or their business? So, the solution isn't just another clever agent or a new app that does one little thing. We have to think bigger. We need a completely new foundation, a higher-level system that can actually manage all of this new intelligence in a way that's safe and actually useful.
And this new category has a name: Autonomous Enterprise Infrastructure, or AEI for short. The best way to think about it is like an operating system that closes the gap between a human idea and a real, functioning business. It's built to run whole systems, not just little one-off tasks.
This quote from the source material makes the whole concept crystal clear. It's all about taking an idea, an intent, and turning it into an intelligent system in the digital world. And then, this is the wild part, when you're ready, giving that exact same intelligence a physical body in our world.
Okay, so this idea of a factory sounds pretty cool, but how does it actually work? How do you go from just stating a need to having a complex running system that's designed to solve your real-world problems?
Well, the process is designed to be radically simple. First, you just describe your goal in plain English, something like, "This is my family and these are our needs," or "Here's my new business idea." Then the AEI factory gets to work, and you basically wake up to a complete, coordinated system with a dedicated team of AI agents already online and ready to go.
I mean, just look at the difference here. The old way was this messy, manual process of trying to stitch together dozens of different tools, which could take months. The new way is just one shot. A single, coordinated run that generates an entire integrated system built around exactly what you ask for.
And the stuff that gets built is comprehensive. If you have a business idea, you're not just getting a report, you're getting deep market research, a working prototype, a content engine, customer service agents for your website and phone lines, and even the marketing framework to get started. You're not managing a bunch of tools anymore, you're leading an enterprise that runs alongside you.
But the power of this whole thing doesn't just stop in the digital world. The system is designed from the very beginning to be able to stretch its intelligence into the physical world, and that's where things get really futuristic. The core principle is one brain, many bodies. The idea is that the brain of your enterprise shouldn't really care what body it's in. The exact same intelligence with the same rules and the same knowledge that runs your website can be put into a physical form when you're ready. And the possibilities for those bodies are pretty vast. It can start simple, with just an agent on an Android phone, but it can scale all the way up to wheeled robots for logistics, drones for inspections, and eventually, even fully capable humanoids for complex, real-world tasks. It's the same intelligence, just a different body.
Of course, anytime you have this level of autonomy, it brings up the most important question of all, trust. How can we be sure that a system this powerful is safe, that it's accountable, and that it's actually doing what we want it to do? This isn't just some tech problem. It's a fundamental issue of responsibility.
And the answer is to build governance directly into the DNA of the system. You have these dedicated advisor agents, one for safety, another for financial oversight, and a third for legal compliance. It's a built-in system of checks and balances, making sure that every single action is audited, constrained, and accountable right from the start.
And this really is the guiding principle. Because true progress isn't just about creating powerful autonomous systems, it's about making sure those systems are fundamentally responsible, transparent, and trustworthy. The goal is a system where you actually feel in control.
So when does this all become mainstream? The vision is that between now and 2030, which, let's be honest, is not that far off, enterprises will stop being built manually, piece by piece. They'll start being instantiated directly from human intent, from a need, from a clear purpose.
So we're not just looking at a new product here. We are at the very beginning of a new foundational layer for technology, one that promises to give us systems we can actually trust to carry the load. This is the era of autonomous enterprise infrastructure.
And this leaves us with a really profound final thought to consider. If the immense, difficult work of executing an idea becomes automated, what does that mean for our value? Does the ability to form a clear, compelling, and well-defined intent become the single most important skill we can possibly have?